the Tipsy Realtor. It is our Liquid Lunch Wednesday.
Yes. Our little tradition for season 6 already.
That's right.
Yes.
And we have Ian
Welcome
here.
back, Ian.
That's
Thanks
right.
for having me.
He's here to talk to us about hit that one. We're going to do a blood orange crush, and then we are going to talk about how lenders bleed.
No. How to squeeze.
Thank you.
How to squeeze blood from a stone.
When it comes to lenders and your mortgages. There we go.
There is a way.
There is a way. There's tips and
obviously,
tricks.
Ian Watt is with Advanced Mortgages and one of our preferred mortgage brokers that we use for all our residential construction, pre-construction.
Anything that's a house that you need financing on,
yes.
I got you.
Do you do commercial too?
No, but we have excellent commercial partners that we refer out to.
Lovely.
We like to be the best at one thing, you know?
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, you haven't failed us yet, so that's great.
Sorry.
All right.
I forgot a shooter glass.
As usual, we're going to start with a drink first.
Yes, absolutely.
Throw the recipe on.
So
it's been a long week already.
All right.
So. So we're going to start. This recipe
Okay, yes.
is we start with the lime squeezed. You're going to do.
I watched your squeezer if you want.
Oh, okay.
But
we can go by hand.
Or we all can squeeze. Yeah.
So you're going to squeeze your lime over top of your crushed ice in your tall glass.
I'm a princess. So yes, we got the crushed ice, and yeah, for some reason we have to.
There you go.
Look here.
There.
I'll be here forever.
Here is your extras.
I'll be here forever.
Okay.
All right.
You don't have
Thank you.
strong, manly hands.
Strong manly.
Now they're covered in lime juice.
There we go. Take that one. All right. So lime juice is on there.
Right.
Then your next is you're going to pour in 1 1/3 ounce of blood orange juice, freshly squeezed this morning.
That's fancy.
Wow, yeah.
I know. And you know what? I realized why no one has blood orange juice for sale, because there is not a lot of juice in a blood orange.
No, it takes a lot of oranges to get anything out of them.
Okay, there we go. And then now we're doing the 1 1/3.
Step away with your white sweater. Like definitely step away.
I should have checked the recipe before I got dressed today.
There.
Yeah, so we're using I believe it's a local producer, right?
He is. He's actually from just south of Edmonton. I found him in a expo here in Calgary.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yes,
Yeah.
we were there together.
So this is called Blood Orange Moonshine. Super local dude. It's fantastic. And now we're gonna put in the vermouth, which is just 2/3 of an ounce.
How much is that? I want less.
I like how vermouth is making a comeback in cocktails these days.
Is it really?
Yeah. Remember people used to like just a little tiny bit of vermouth in my martini, and now people are going much heavier.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not a vermouth fan, so yes.
And then we top it off.
You're that person that's like, just open the bottle nearby and like waft it, and then put the cap back on.
Squish there, like you swish.
Yeah, and pour it out.
And pour it out.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how I like my martinis anyway.
And then we top it up with ginger ale.
Looks tasty.
I'm very excited to see how this is gonna be.
Yeah. So, and I got this like a
Moonshine on a Wednesday. I'm here for it.
I know, right? Well, you know us, Ian.
It's a moonshine kind of week.
Yeah.
We're getting into it with moonshining.
That's right.
Right?
So I got orange slices here.
And this is what a blood orange crush looks like.
It looks delicious.
Yeah,
It does look delicious.
It kind of looks like grape crush too in a way.
It does.
Like, it looks tasty.
Okay,
Well,
cheers.
Cheers.
Yay, guys. It's been a while for 3 of us being on the show.
Ooh.
That is tasty.
Well, that's tasty.
You wouldn't even know there's alcohol in there.
That's shockingly dangerous.
It tastes like lemonade, refreshing.
It tastes like you could drink that in the morning for breakfast.
Well, or brunch.
You won't have a very productive day, but you'll have a good day.
Oh my goodness. Well, technically there was not that much of alcohol.
No.
It's a tall glass with lots of ice.
And you know what, you're getting your vitamin C. There's fruit
Right.
in there. It's actually like a health beverage.
Yeah, like I love the color, like you know.
That's good.
Because how often do you get cocktails like that?
The only problem is how much
Bad.
blood orange juice you need to be squeezing.
Agreed.
How many oranges did that take?
Yeah.
2 bags.
2 bags.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was like 2
bags?
bags.
It's a luxury cocktail.
To make this
I love
much,
it.
okay. So this is like a $30 drink.
Yeah, so it took me like 2 full bags of blood
You're
orange.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Don't order these in the restaurant. Make
Yeah, 2 bags of blood oranges, and it gave me about 5-6 ounces.
Wow.
That's why I said there's not a lot of juice in a blood orange.
Well, thank you
I
for the
wonder,
effort.
like,
I
you know,
appreciate
there's like those companies you go to farmers market and they have like the freshly squeezed juices.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can pre-order something from them.
for the low cost of $89.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, I mean,
but that
but
would
like,
make it easier.
can you imagine you decide to make like we're talking about volume here. This is
Having a
Volume.
party. Yeah.
this is the ultimate patio drink. So you want to make more than 3? How many bags of oranges you need to stand and squeeze?
I wanted in one of
here?
those big jugs with a spigot on it so we can just refill.
Oh, there
So
you
I
go.
had to laugh because I have a client coming here from Winnipeg, and we were looking at houses, and every house we went to had a bar. I'm like, so it's obvious people in Alberta have a drinking problem because every house has a bar.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's cold.
we
What do you
no, we
want?
just like to entertain. That's right.
We're generous giving people. We like to share with our friends.
And there's a huge movement on mocktails
Yes.
and non-alcoholic beverages. You can do that now. Like, not that I will ever do it.
All right, so let's talk about squeezing blood from stones.
Yes, I mean things are tight out there. You know, the market is interesting. Rates are, you know, they're not the worst, but they're up a little bit. And everyone is just kind of trying to fit into those goalposts. Like, how do we make this happen? There's lots of tricks though that we can use. I mean, if you're a first time home buyer or if you're buying a new construction home, even if you have less than 20% down, we can extend to a 30-year amortization now, which is that's new. That gives you a lot more room to qualify. We also want to make sure that we're positioning your file at the right lender. Every lender has different policies based on like that will change what income they will allow or not allow, especially if you're self-employed. Like huge differences across banks, credit unions, monoline lenders.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you need to be a new home buyer for the new construction, or it's a new home buyer and new
That's
construction?
right. So you can be not a first-time home buyer, but
yeah.
be buying a new construction home. You still get to
Yes,
have that
30
30-year
amortization.
amortization with
Awesome.
less than 20% down.
Oh, this is good.
If you have
We have
more
some-
than 20% down, you can always have it.
Have a sip. Have a sip.
No, I went down the wrong tube. Okay, but some of the common tricks we use, because I know I do it with you all the time. I call and I'm like, is it a 30-year AM? Is it a variable rate mortgage? So explain
Yes.
why those two things matter.
Well, variable rates are significantly lower than fixed rates right now. Your stress test rate, which is what the bank qualifies you at, is your rate plus 2%. So if you're starting with a lower variable rate, which is like 3.6 right now, which is excellent, by the way, then your qualifying rate is only 5.6. If you have that fixed rate up in the 4s, then your qualifying rate is higher. So why not take the variable rate to begin with, get the lower qualifying amount, which means you can qualify for a bigger house, bigger mortgage. Did you know that after you've made your first regular payment, you can lock that variable into a fixed?
I never heard of it.
So what's the point? Like, why not?
This has been forever. So
Oh
if you
my
take
God.
So it's a trick. It's
But
like a trick to do it. You get the fixed rate, but with a variable
yeah,
benefit.
you're like, I don't want a variable rate. That's okay. Just take it for 1 month or one bi-weekly day period. Call your lender.
This is
They'll
huge,
give you an
guys.
option. Yeah.
Like, if you like, I know a lot of people probably watching this and they don't know, but for us who's been in the industry for over 20 years, like, you know, here veterans, this is like, it gets exciting.
Well, it's having your cake and eating it too.
Well, yeah, you get the best
Yeah.
of both worlds. I mean, there's so much to know. It's impossible for anybody to know it all, right? That's why you need to work with professionals.
Absolutely.
Like, don't try to buy or sell a house by yourself. Don't get your mortgage by yourself.
Well,
Like,
and historically, and I tell this people all the time, variable rate usually is a better deal.
they have outperformed fixed rates for the last
Yeah.
like 20 years. There have been like little moments in time where obviously
You had
interest
to
rates
write
have
that
gone up,
out, yeah.
But overall, they have outperformed, and currently they're priced so much lower. Like, and realistically, I don't see them jumping up that fast. You know, the Canadian economy has lots of issues right now, so there's
It's all over the place.
But okay, so let's explain that. Is because I try and explain this to our clients all the time. Fixed rates are based on the bond market, which is based on how people are investing in bonds, and variable rates are based on how the overall Canadian economy is doing.
Right. So the Bank of Canada sets the prime lending rate, which is what affects variable. They'll make decisions like, for example, if inflation is getting too high, they'll consider raising interest rates to keep inflation down. However, if economic growth is not doing that great, they want to keep rates low to stimulate growth. We have both problems right now. So basically are just in a holding pattern.
We like
Right?
overachievers.
We're not yeah, right. We got it all.
Or we are underachieving in both sectors.
But
So
that's
yeah.
actually kind of good news for the stability of the variable rate market because
Yes.
it's unlikely that the Bank of Canada is going to jack that up by a full percent anytime soon. You might see a 1/4% up or down. Could also go down
Yes.
if things change for in one way or another. But with the discount being so much, like why would you take a rate that is so much higher, like for reasons that I can't understand?
Well, and realistically, though, too, is when we look at the Canadian economy, it's not just about what's happening in Alberta. The Canadian economy is what's happening across Canada. And 50%, 75% of our population lives in Vancouver, Ontario, and Quebec.
And they're not doing quite as wonderfully as we are.
Exactly. And routinely, Alberta does well when the East Coast does bad, and the East Coast does well when Alberta does bad.
Mm-hmm. It's our moment right now. So things feel like,
so seize the moment. Seize the moment.
Yeah, so we're in a
Yeah.
good economy, but
Yeah.
because the rest of the country isn't, that's keeping our variable rate nice.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we get those nice low interest rates while having that strong Alberta economy, which is kind of cool. So what are there other tricks?
There's other things we can do too. So we need to look at the application as a complete picture. Lots of people are carrying lots of debt right now.
Yes.
But lots of people also think they need to get to 20% down for whatever reason.
I know,
Or
right?
have like this is not the case. Like we don't need to have that. So let's look at the whole picture. Why don't we take some of your down payment money, move it over to pay off credit cards, lines of credit? That frees up borrowing capacity. It actually makes a much bigger difference than you would think.
Mhm.
Not to mention that's higher interest debt anyway. Why would we keep that just to get to the magic 20%?
That's
Let's
right.
reduce.
Well, and you'll never say faster than the real estate economy will grow.
Correct. Like I mean, we all know that real estate, especially in Canada, is well, everywhere really, is the number one way to grow your wealth. I mean, it's the reason people invest in it is because it outperforms the market all the time.
Exactly.
So I mean, you're silly not to get into it as soon as you can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I had actually a chat with with one of our clients, and she was losing a market in that was invested in mutual funds or something. And like literally, she'd call me every week and say, "I just lost another 10 grand. I just lost another 10." I was like, "Pull that money out and let's put it in the house." Like it doesn't go anywhere. Yes, of course, like our prices fluctuate, but they always go back up at some
I
point,
mean,
right?
it does this.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
it's going up all the time.
Exactly.
But and there are markets actually that just go like this, and that's like
Correct.
Ottawa, Lethbridge. There are economies that don't have that up and down market. When I've done the forecasting trend lines, like when I did Ottawa and I did Lethbridge, it shocked me how they just rode their trend line all the
very
way up.
stable.
Super
Very, very
stable markets.
There's some other things too. Like in Alberta, there's this thing where everyone has a really expensive trucks, skidoos.
Wow,
I
It's
know.
gorgeous. But like that can often be the thing that kills a mortgage deal.
Mhm.
So we can also look at not just your mortgage loan, we can look at your auto loans and we can actually refinance those potentially. So we can maybe push that loan out for a longer period of time to reduce your payment. We could even look at moving that loan over to a family member if they're willing to take that on for you to allow you to qualify. There's like totally a legal thing that you can do. It's not nothing in the gray at all. And we can actually even refinance a car that's paid off to get money out of it to use for your down payment.
Ooh, that's
So
smart.
if you don't have the money for the down payment, but you have a car that's paid off that's worth something, we
Yeah.
can actually leverage that to get you the money you need to get your house.
I never heard of that too. Oh my god, I'm doing so many great things today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think people don't realize how much the debt, like credit cards or auto loans, actually weighs on you on your capacity of qualifying for a bigger mortgage for a better rate.
It's usually the main problem.
Yes.
It's typically if you just looked at your income and the house you want to buy, it's no issue. It's always the other stuff.
There you
So
go.
let's work on that. Let's see what we can do.
And that's why we like to work with Ian, because they actually come up with those creative solutions besides just saying yes or no to the file.
Now you do have other ideas. Is there other kind of ways to bleed?
Well, there's
squeeze blood.
There always is.
Yeah.
So what if you have kids? Let's say you're a young family, you've got kids. Maybe you've got kids that are, I don't know, 8, 10, and 17. You could be getting Canada Child Benefit for all of those children, but some lenders are only going to let you use the benefit from the younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
But some lenders will let you use it all. So if you're only talking to one bank or one lender, you're not getting a full picture of what you can potentially use. Yeah. You need to look at your scenario and like spread it around every lender's policies to figure out where's the fit here? How can we make this work? Maybe you do have 20% down, but your ratios just aren't working. Well, okay, what if we put you with a B lender for a year? B lenders are not a bad, does not stand for bad.
It's like when we say
Yeah.
it's an illegal suite. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
It's just non-compliant, or it's not the first place you
And we're
go.
not talking about like loan sharks out there charging you
Yes.
12%. We're
12%.
I'm-
Loan sharks are at 60%.
we're talking about like
Don't borrow money from Robin.
we're talking about rates that could still be like instead of in the threes or fours, that might be in like the fours or fives, like not that much higher. And what we would do is do a 1 year term with them while you get your financial house in order. But you're still acquiring that property now,
Absolutely.
which is going to go up in value more than the interest that you're paying.
Well, and that is so the average Calgary market rate increases at 6.25% per year. So
Yeah.
even if you borrow at 4, you're still 2.25% ahead of the market, ahead of your loan, ahead of the game. Like you're still gaining.
Yeah. And that's what I think. Like a lot of people also don't realize that you don't have to lock yourself up in 5 year terms.
No.
Because that's kind of like they can do as like 1 year, 3 years, up to 10 years if it's like amazing. So like there is a lot of different mortgage products that sometimes what I feel like people don't know the question to ask and they don't get offered solutions.
Yeah.
Well, here's
And
my
that's
other
why you
thing.
have to work with a team.
Exactly, but this is also my other one that I love. My question always is, what if they have a basement suite?
I love a basement suite. And if you have a legal basement suite, we can add 100% of that income directly into the file to help you qualify.
Which on average is like $100K increase.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I mean,
it's a lot of money.
About, like they run for like $1,500, $2,000 a month in some
Exactly.
places. That means you could maybe instead of buying a townhouse, buy a single family home with a basement suite, which is now generating revenue for you, which is paying off your loan faster. Yeah. Like it's kind of a no-brainer.
Well, what's funny too, and I'm just throwing this out there though, is that a lot of times people are like, yeah, but I don't want to rent out my basement. Nobody comes back to make sure you did.
You just have to prove that it's worth that, which means that if you needed to, you could.
Exactly.
So that income is there if you need it.
Exactly.
Do you have to do it? No.
And like look at this way, for the bank, looking at the legal suites, it's like a risk management, right?
It is absolutely. I was gonna say that,
because it's actually it makes them feel like, well, if something happens
they
to the
can
person,
rent out the suite.
they can rent the suite.
Exactly.
That's right. So it's not like they're gonna be just defaulting on the payments immediately.
Exactly. They're mitigating risk because they know that if shit hits the fan,
there's a solution.
You have a solution to rent out your basement suite to start.
The moonshine is kicking.
One other really good tactic is having a cosigner. And a lot of times people are like, I don't want to have a cosigner. I don't want to ask my dad or my uncle or whoever. Yeah. But it's not as bad as you might think because after 6 months, only 6 months, you can go and reapply to that lender to have them removed. Ooh. So you don't have to have them on there for the whole 5-year term.
Why don't we tell that to more people?
You can do this after 6 months if, say, your income improves.
So you have to qualify, though. You have to qualify to carry
with the cosigner.
Yes. No, so you qualify with the cosigner at first, but then let's say your partner gets a new job or you get a raise or things change in your life. Maybe you paid off some debt and suddenly 6 months later you now don't need the cosigner. We can take them off. They're no longer liable for your mortgage.
I actually have a client that I'm going to tell about this today.
There you go.
Yeah. That would be an amazing
because a
solution.
lot of people think it's a commitment for the term of the mortgage, right?
It's not. And there's no penalties to remove them. There is like small legal fees for adjusting the title, but it's like it's not.
But
it's like $200-300.
Yeah.
Maybe $500.
Yeah.
But the title. But again, you're getting the house that you want, and you're getting
exactly. And you're not in like for my clients that I'm going to talk to today. So if you're watching, I'm calling later. It's going to be the difference between buying a condo with condo fees versus buying a house with a suite.
Yeah,
that's huge.
A pretty big difference.
Oh my God, yes. Like to me, like house is any type of semi-detached home over a condo is a better deal.
Appreciate so much more, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
But look at the market right now. Like we still have like a really quite competitive detached home market, right? Inventory is not super high, and a lot of great homes like they go either multiple offer or at full price within days.
100%.
This is another really important point actually, because even though some places are slow, there's lots of segments of the market right now, neighborhoods that are really hot, moving really, really fast.
Yeah.
You need to be pre-approved. You need to be in a position where you're ready to make an offer that's going to move quickly so that the seller accepts it. They don't want 3-week financing conditions, right? They want like 1 week or less. They want things.
No one's going to give you a 3-week financing condition ever.
So be pre-approved. Make sure like I have all your employment docs or your
exactly.
mortgage or whoever it is. Make sure they have everything ready to go so you can make a serious offer that has good terms.
I laughed so hard because I had someone tell me that they were dealing with their bank, their big bank, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm so sorry. The bank said I need a month-long condition." So that's never gonna happen.
Wow.
Like never ever.
Banks are so slow these days.
Yeah. unless you're doing commercial construction, that like might.
not a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Okay. So price
Okay,
time.
price
It's
time?
not price time. It's
Okay.
time to talk about price time.
Price time. Yeah, we're not giving away prizes yet. Yes. We
So-
are doing something really cool this month. Something
Okay.
new.
So go ahead.
So we're
Explain.
doing a simply cocktails.
Have you
It's
had
a-
them before?
It's handcrafted cocktails. So there is no booze in them. It's just a flavoring.
You get
just-
to add your own booze
Or not.
or not.
Yeah, yeah. Or just put some
You can
soda
always-
water and
you
you have a mocktail. And so we have a strawberry basil. We have raspberry coconut jalapeno. And you think I would know those banana. Pineapple lime habanero. So you get 3 of these amazing cocktail mixes.
This would be
Yeah.
fun if you put it in a glass
Tequila?
and with tequila, and then you put in like
Some sliced jalapenos.
sliced jalapenos and some limes, and that would look like
Yeah.
such a fancy
Little
drink.
Absolutely.
dehydrated pineapple wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yum, delicious. So, so how do you win this? We obviously you have to find our show Tipsy Realtors for what month is it? April, and love our show. Tag your friends and family, even if you just like the cocktail. We're fine with that. And we are on Facebook Live, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. And did I get them all?
I think you got them all.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, we everywhere.
We're everywhere. And remember, if you comment, if you give us a cocktail suggestion, you will get more entries into our draw than just one.
We're gonna have season 7 planning within a month. So if
You
guys,
should come do season 7 planning.
yes,
I would love to do that.
It's
We
a-
just sit outside
fun
and drink.
and
Sold. Just give me
well,
the day.
we're getting creative juices going. Okay, we're doing
Oh, I have
so-
ideas.
yes, yeah. So please comment below with a cocktail ideas, with a real estate topic, what you want to see on the show, and your name gets to enter twice. And you're gonna end up in the Tipsy Realtor season 7 book and the show.
Exactly. Now, next week, we're talking about the hot chick bike seat, and we're saying how your hot chick.
Hot chick bike seat.
Bite seat.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're talking about how your sporting equipment can get in the way of selling your home.
Oh, I totally not remembering planning.
It
that
was
train.
your idea.
I love these two.
So it works so well. All right, well, it's gonna be a fun show next Wednesday at 12:30. Join us, and in the
We should
meantime-
show up in sporting equipment.
Oh, well, yes. So my daughter's in dance. Maybe I'll put a costume. But then there's also a question if that dance is sport or it's not. It's very dicey question out there right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up in football gear.
guess you're a wrestling singlet.
Okay.
Wrestling outfit. Oh my
Ian is
god.
coming back, obviously, for just entertainment value. Yes, and in the meantime, you guys, if you are planning to buy or sell the house or any real estate investment or even commercial, ideas, please contact Robin and myself.
Absolutely. And if you have any friends, family, coworkers, people you don't like, have them give us and Ian a call, and we will make sure that you get the most amount of money you can out of your qualifying and the best possible house.
You know what I love
That's
about you guys the most? You
Oh.
guys really care about your clients, and you
We do.
really, really fight for them.
We
Like
do.
you really fight for them. You get involved in the deal,
Yes.
and you learn every aspect of it. And then we work as a team to
That's
figure
right.
out how much we can actually go.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you
Thank
two
you.
push the boundaries more than everybody else.
And you know what we
Yeah,
love
it's
about you is
fantastic.
you let us.
That's why we makes such a great team.
true.
You don't mind when we're calling you 8,000 times. Seriously, is that all? Is that all their money?
I
Did
don't
you
mind it.
look under the covers?
Exactly. Lift up the couch cushions.
Well,
There's more.
Which is, great to say that, successful working with the right team makes you guys, real estate endeavors, whatever it is more successful.
100%.
Yeah. All right,
So.
well, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Until
Have a
next
great
Wednesday.
day.
Take care, guys.
Bye.